Yo, it's hard being a Cowboys fan. Truly, truly hard. This draft was disheartening for me. I'm sure it was disheartening for a lot of other folks. The fact that we did all that work in free agency to fill these holes, to take care of these holes that we had so we could draft the better player available. But I feel like what we messed up is we thought the best player available meant we were going to get the best skilled players available. There's stats out there that go to show that having the dominant offensive and defensive line has not always equated to Super Bowls. You still need guys that can make plays. And I feel like offensive and defensive linemen, they help correct plays or make plays possible. But once you check that off the box, you need guys that can make plays. You need running backs that can break runs and gain yardage. You need receivers that can make contested catches, that can help a scheme to get somebody open. Like, you need these positions. I feel like there's too much value in offensive line, defensive linemen, at least with the Cowboys. It was entirely too much emphasis. I made the joke on Twitter that we must be thinking like Remember the Titan.
No, I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night.
We got so much depth on the D-line and pass rushers. We got to be thinking you blitz all night. I don't understand what we did in this draft pick. I didn't like the Tyler Booker pick at first, but I slowly got with that one and I was cool because we were so deep at wide receiver and running back that I felt like we could do that and the pick wasn't that bad. And then the more I got to see his clips and got to see his personality, the more I started to really love the Tyler Booker pick. But then everything after that was just, it was gutting. And I went from seeing what we were doing in the offseason and really feeling like we were making a change to we get in this draft and we drafted good players that I feel like we didn't need. We still didn't get a wide receiver worth a damn. They must really think highly of Mingo and Tolbert is all I could assume now, or they got to trade for a wide receiver that we don't know about coming. That's all I could think. And if it wasn't that, then I don't know, man. I don't know. I went from having high hopes this season to I feel like we're about to just get the same old results. But I'm going to stay positive. We got Shoddy. We got a whole new coaching staff. New things could happen, man. That's what I'm going to choose to hold on to and believe, because what else am I going to do? I can't switch. It's Cowboys for life around here. But that was not a draft that gave me any hope. I wasn't hype about the draft. Like I said, there's a stat out there that shows the teams that have been the most successful teams, they invested in skill players. They draft skill players. They go get skill players out of free agency. They get weapons. We don't have that. You got an offensive line. We got a solid offensive line. Who's catching that ball? Who's getting the yards after catch? Who's scoring the touchdowns? Who's getting us 4 or 5 yards a carry, breaking 20-yard runs? Who? Only thing I could think was Sanders was a solid running back with the Eagles. And maybe that's what the Cowboys are still holding on to, remembering what he did with the Eagles and just thinking his situation in Carolina. I mean, it was the Carolina Panthers, yo. You didn't think he was going to be successful over there, did you? Or maybe, they're just thinking, I don't know what they're thinking, man. Maybe they're thinking that Mingo was better than what he was at Carolina. Maybe they're thinking that Mingo was better than what he showed at Carolina because, it's Carolina. And that was, I forget the young quarterback's name, but he's been struggling. So maybe Mingo hasn't been able to show what he's truly capable of. And maybe that's what the Cowboys are holding on to as to why they felt like we didn't need to get a wide receiver. We didn't need to get a running back. Like, if we couldn't get Hampton, I wanted Judkins. If we couldn't get Judkins, then I wanted Henderson. If we couldn't get Henderson, then I even wanted Harvey. But we got none of those, man. And it was disheartening to watch these players that I had high hopes for wearing the star end up going somewhere else. It's like everybody else gets it and we don't.